Hello and welcome to Storytime. My name's Emma and today I'm going to be reading a story called A Piece of Cake. Now I don't know about you, but I love cake, especially cheesecake. Do you have a favourite? Oh, well that's really nice. So today's story is about a piece of cake. Let's have a look. Are you sitting comfortably? Good. We're ready to start. A piece of cake. I'm fat, said Mrs. Large.
No, you're not, said Lester. You're a cuddly mummy, said Laura. You're just right, said Luke. Mummy's got wobbly bits, said the baby.
Exactly, said Mrs. Large. As I was saying, I'm fat. We must all go on a diet, said Mrs. Large. No more cakes, no more biscuits, no more crisps, no more sitting around all day. From now on, it's healthy living.
Can we watch TV?
Asked Lester as they trooped in from school. Certainly not, said Mrs. Large. We're all off for a nice healthy jog around the park. And that they were.
What's for tea, Mum?
Asked Laura when they arrived home. Some nice healthy watercress soup, said Mrs. Large, followed by a nice healthy cup of water.
Oh,
said Laura.
that sounds nice.
I'm just going to watch the news, dear, said Mr. Large when he came home from work. No, you're not, said Mrs. Large. You're off for a nice healthy jog round the park, followed by your tea, a delicious sardine with grated carrot. I can't wait, said Mr. Large. He doesn't look very happy, does he, about his jog in the park? It was awful. Every morning there was a healthy breakfast, followed by exercises. Then there was a healthy tea, followed by a healthy jog. By the time evening came, everyone felt terrible. Oh dear, they look exhausted, don't they? They look very tired. We aren't getting any thinner, dear, said Mr. Large.
Perhaps elephants are meant to be fat, said Luke.
Nonsense, said Mrs. Large. We mustn't give up now.
Wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly,
went the baby. One morning, a parcel arrived. It was a cake from Granny. Everyone stared at it hopefully. Mrs. Large put it into the cupboard on a high shelf. Just in case we have visitors, she said sternly. Everyone kept thinking about the cake. They thought about it during tea. They thought about it during the healthy jog. They thought about it in bed. Then Mrs. Large sat up. I can't stand it any more, she said to herself. I must have a piece of that cake. Do you think she's going to go and get the cake after she's told them all to be super healthy? Let's have a look. What does she do? Mrs. Large crept out of bed and went downstairs to the kitchen. She took a knife out of the drawer and opened the cupboard. There was only one piece of cake left. What happened to the rest of it? "Aha!" said Mr. Large, seeing the knife. "Caught in the act." Mrs. Large switched on the light and saw Mr. Large and all the children hiding under the table.
There is one piece left,
said Laura in a helpful way. Do you think they're going to let her eat it? Mrs. Large began to laugh. "Oh, we're all as bad as each other," she said, eating the last piece of cake before anyone else did.
I do think elephants are meant to be fat,
said Luke. "I think you're probably right, dear," said Mrs. Large.
"Wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly,"
went the baby. And there they all go, off on their healthy jog. Well, it's a good thing to have a little bit of cake every now and again. I think we all deserve a treat sometimes. See you later, everybody.